Hello, you are welcome. Today we want to solve another quadratic equation by factorization. So by now, I'm sure you know the steps because you must have watched the first video where I explained the basics of how to solve this equation by factorization. So let's get into it. So the first thing is find we want to pair this middle term. So we need to find two numbers such that when the numbers are multiplied by each other, we get a 28. And be mindful of the minus here. So we get a minus 28. And if these two numbers are added together, we get a 3. So that's the steps. So now, how do we get this number? This number is m and n. It could be any number. Sorry about that. So how do we get this number? We get this number by listing out the factors of 28. And these are the factors of 28. So among these numbers, which of them do you think can satisfy this equation here, the m and n equation? Which of these two? I want to guess it will be 7 and 4. 7 multiplied by minus 4 will give us minus 28. Like I told you earlier, be always mindful of the signs before the numbers that you want to make use of. Here is plus 3, there is minus 28, especially when it's a minus. Be mindful of that minus. You must carry the minus along. Okay, now, so, and if you say 7 plus minus 4, you get a 3. Because 7 plus 4 is also the same as 7 plus minus 4 is always, oh, I am sorry there. So 7 plus minus 4 is also the same as 7 minus 4, which gives us 3. So 7 and 4 that we picked out of this list are satisfied this equation for us. So what do we do next? We now have to impute, or more like substitute, this into the 3. The pair that we need is this one, m plus n is equal to 3, which happens to be 7 plus minus 4, which gives us 3. So this is the pair. This is the pair we want to use. We have paired 3. The number 3 up here has been paired into 7 and 4. So now we substitute that 3 with the 7 and 4, which is 7 minus 4 gives us 3. So here we have substituted that 3 with 7 and 4. So now we have to expand this, open the brackets, and this is what we get. So x plus, we open the bracket, 7 times x times 7, 7x, minus 4 times x, we get a minus 4x. So here we are. So now let's move on from here. So the next thing we want to do is to tidy up this equation. We want to look for what two terms have some things in common, and then we group them. So as you can see here, x is common to these two. So let's group these two. Okay, 2x and 2 and 28 here, they have something in common, which is 2. Hold on. So sorry there. It's 4 that is here. Sorry, not 2. So 4 and 28 has something in common. 4 into 1, 4 is 1. 4 into 28, we get a 7. So 4 is common to these two numbers. So we bring the 4, we group these two numbers, as well. So we have two groups here. Sorry. So we have one group here, one group here. Also be mindful of the minus. So now we bring the common element out of the bracket, which is x for this one. We bring x out, so we're left with x. We bring this x out, we're left with 7. Now, what is common to these two is not only 4, minus 4. Be mindful of the minus always. Minus 4, minus 20 divided by minus 4 will give you 7. Minus 4 divided by minus 4 will give you 1, which is x. You get that? If now we have brought the minus 4 out of the bracket, and if you just multiply through again, you still get this. Minus 4x minus 4 times 7 gives you minus 28. So do you see how the minus here becomes a plus there? Why? Because it is minus 4 that we want, that is common to the two. So we bring the minus 4 out. So minus 4x minus 4 times 7 will give you minus 28. So you see why we have a plus here now? I hope you understand that bit. The next stage now is that we discovered another common element in these two portions. So bring the common out, which is the x plus 7. X plus 7 is common to both sides. We bring it out, or both terms rather. So bring the x plus 7 out. X plus 7 from this side comes out, leaving us with x. X plus 7 comes out of here, leaves us with minus 4, which is equal to 0. So now, therefore, if this 2 is equal to 0, that means this is equal to 0, this is equal to 0 separately. So x plus 7 is equal to 0 will give us x is therefore minus 7. X goes to the other side when we arrange like terms to be on respectable sides. So we leave x on this side, we take 7 to the other side, and it becomes a minus. Once it crosses over, the sign in front will be opposite. So plus here, and it becomes a minus here. So x gives us minus 7. Now the second portion, x minus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, x will be equal to 4. Minus 4 on this side, once it crosses over, the sign will change to the opposite sign, which is a plus. Therefore, the roots of this equation is minus 4 and minus 7, and plus 4. That's all. Bye for now. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, please comment below in the comment section. Thank you.